here at the Aria poker room. We're going to play 2-5. We'll be buying in for $1,000 today. Let's play some solid poker. After losing a few small pots, this is the first hand of note. Under the gun opens to 10, cut off 3 bets to 35, and I'm in a small blind with ace-3 of spades. I should be either 4-betting or folding here, but since the price is so cheap, I like to just call and want to see a flop and just pray that the original opener doesn't squeeze. And he obliges by just calling, so we go 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes king, jack, deuce with 2 clubs. I check, original opener checks. Cutoff checks as well. Turn is another deuce. And I feel like if I lead here, it looks very strong. And my hand is just never going to be good at showdown, so I have to bluff at it. So I lead for 50, and the original opener quickly folds, and the cutoff calls. The river's a really good card for me to bluff. It's another king. I just don't think he would ever check back a king on the flop. And yes, I have showdown value with the ace high, but if he just has ace high, I mean, we chop, and I don't want to chop. And if he has a middling pair, I lose. And I just don't think he calls a bet on the river. So I bet 90, and he quickly folds. This hand is really interesting. Folds to me in the small blind. I look down at ace-jack offsuit, so I open a 15. And big blind is like a reg who I haven't seen play many hands, and he 3-bets me to 50. So it's pretty weird, but I think my hand is too strong to fold, so I just call, and we go to a flop. Flop comes king, king, 4. I check it over to him, and he bets 25. So yeah, it could be good with the ace-jack, but also if I just float this flop, I mean, I could probably win this hand on a later street. So I just call. Turn is a 3 of diamonds. I check it over to him, and he bets 75. So I definitely don't think he's bluffing, but I also don't think he has a king. So I like to raise to 175, and he thinks for a little bit, and he eventually puts in the call, so I'm not loving that. And the river's a queen of hearts, so he only has 251 behind. I don't think I'm ever going to be good at showdown, so I think I have to go all in. And yes, there's going to be a large percentage of the time where he just snaps me off with a king and he just trapped me on the turn. But I have to go for it. So I bet 251. And when he doesn't snap call, I'm very happy, obviously. And he goes into the tank for a long time. He's looking at me, trying to get a read. And eventually he folds, and we win the hand. This is why you don't play shit hands. I open 4-7 of clubs. Folds around to the small blind, who literally has not played a hand yet in like 2 hours. He calls, and the big blind folds, so we go heads up to a flop. The flop is pretty good, though. It's 6-6 deuce with 2 clubs. He checks to me, so I bet 15, and he instantly check raises me to 45. So, I mean, yeah, I know clubs could be dominated here, and he probably has a 6. I should just muck this hand right now, 100%. But for some reason, I just call. Turn is a great one. It's the ace of clubs. So obviously I hit my flush. But it also means that he wasn't raising me on the flop with the nut flush draw. But that happiness instantly goes away when he really quickly bets 135. I immediately ask how much behind. He only has 187 behind. So yeah, I could just rip it here, but if he has a flush, I'm getting snapped off. So I just call and I see what the river brings. The river is a 10 of spades. It's an absolute brick. And of course, he goes all in for 187. I mean, at this point, I can't fold. So I put in the call. And of course, he has king, queen of clubs. Why am I playing these shit hands? It's just absolutely so stupid.
That's a huge difference for 300. Come on.
+1 opens to 15. Middle position calls. I'm on the button with pocket 5s. I call. Big blind comes along as well. We go 4 ways to a flop. Flop is a beautiful one. 6-5 deuce with 2 clubs. This is the first set I've flopped in about 6 years. Let's go. Checks around to me. Not loving that. But I bet 25. Snap folds around. It's unbelievable. It's so sick. I finally flop a set. I can't get no value from nothing. How does nobody have an open-ended straight draw? How does nobody have clubs? You think I made the right decision on this river? I looked down at queen nine of spades in early position. I opened it up to 15. Cut off calls. Button three bets to 60. And I'm planning to fold until the big blind flat calls to 60. Now it's to me, and I'm thinking if I call, the cutoff is going to call as well. I'm going to be getting great pot odds, so I call. But the cutoff does fold, so we go three ways to a flop. The flop comes pretty good. Queen 10 deuce rainbow with one spade. Big blind checks, I check, and the button bets 75. Big blind quickly folds. I do have some back doors as well as top pair. I think I got a call here. So we go to a turn, which is the 8 of diamonds. I pick up a gut shot, but I mean that barely gives me any more equity. He bets 150. Now right here in the hand is where clearly I should be laying this down, but I do think for some reason I should call. So I call the 150, and the river's a board pairing deuce, which I really like. And for some reason I think he'll check back ace king, which we're hoping he does. So I check the river to him. And he goes all in, and it's not even that much. It's less than $300, and I go into the tank. Am I ever good here? Is he bluffing off his stack with ace-king now? Am I too strong to fold? Should I be folding top pair here? I do think if I call, I'm going to be shown a better hand. So, sadly, I do elect to fold, and I just played this hand really poorly. Do you think I should have played this hand better? Button opens to 20. I'm in the small blind with ace queen. I 3-bet to 60. Big blind folds and the button comes along. Flop comes ace king 6 with 2 hearts. I do have the queen of hearts. I check it over to him and he checks back. Turn is the 7 of hearts. The flush does come in. I feel like it's a better card for him than for me, so I check it over to him. And he bets 25. Obviously, I'm just going to call. Although I could raise, but I don't know what I'm getting value from. That's worse. So I just call. River's a 10. I check it over to him one more time, and he quickly checks back and rolls over pocket 8s. So if I bet the river, he definitely just folds anyway. But do you think I could have got value somehow in this hand? Once again, I'm in the small blind here with deuce 5 of spades. Button limps for 5. So I'm just going to limp 2, see what happens. Big blind checks, and holy shit, we flopped a joint. Ace 3-4 with 2 spades. So I raised to 50, big blind folds, and the button does call, which is perfect. Turn is the 8 of clubs, an absolute brick. I don't think he's folding an ace just yet. So I lead for 75 because I don't want this turn to go check. I want to build this pot. And once again, he folds. I feel like I made another mistake. Do you think I could have got more value somehow? What are we playing? 2-5 at Aria. So, yeah, I opened the 2-5 off in middle position. Small blind comes along, and we go heads up to a flop. But the flop was pretty good. Deuce 3-5. It was about as good as you could get when you raise deuce 5. So when he checks over to me, I bet 15. And he does check raise me to 55. I do consider 3-betting here, but I'm too strong to fold, so I do call. Turn is a jack of clubs. I hate this card. Obviously, flush comes right in. He checks it over to me, and I think I just have to check back. So I do check back. And the river's a 7 of diamonds. He thinks for a little bit, and he bets 125. Very tough spot. This is the guy with the queen 9 of spades hand. I already folded to him on a big river bet. This time I got a call. So I do call, and he shows me the nuts. Ace 10 of clubs. This is why you don't open 2-5 off. So now that we learned that lesson about playing shit hands, when under the gun opens to 15 and I'm on the button with deuce 3 off, I decide to 3-bet to $50. Let's see what happens. He calls. We go heads up to a flop. Flop's pretty good for me. For my range, I guess. King 10-4 with 2 hearts. So he checks it over to me, and I bet $40. And he quickly folds, so it works. Yeah, sometimes I'm just bored and I get out of line. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time, I won the hand. As I'm raking in that pot, I look down at pocket tens in the cutoff. Folds to me. I open a 15. Button calls and both blinds call. We go four ways to a flop. And the flop is a good one. Ace, Jack, 10, Rainbow. We flop bottom set, and there's so much we could get value from. But I am not afraid to play a big pot here. I want to play a big pot. Checks to me. I bet $50. Button calls 50. Both blinds fold. Turn is an absolute brick. I just feel like this guy would have raised me if he had king queen, and there's no way he has another. Obviously he doesn't have a set of aces or jacks. There's just no way. So yeah, I pretty much have the nuts here. So I bet 125. I'm hoping he has two pair or something to put some chips into this pot. And he eventually folds and he tells me he has ace queen. So the guy made a nice fold. I'm in an early position with ace king. I open it up to 15. Guy next to me calls. We go heads up to a flop. Flop's really good. Ace 6 3, two clubs. I do have the king of clubs. I bet small on the flop, and I'm happy to see him call. Turn is a board pairing 6. Great card. I don't think he has a 6, and if he does, I think I'll hear about it right now. So I bet 40, and I'm delighted when he just calls the 40. I know I had the best hand. River is really not good at all, and maybe not for the reason you think. It's the 4 of clubs is because if he has an ace, which he probably does, now he may be scared of the flush, and this gives him a reason to fold. So I bet 90. And with this size, I know if he raises me, it's only a flush. And he asks how much it is, and he considers calling, and now I know he's not going to raise. So I know he has an ace, and he winds up folding. So yeah, really bad river. I feel like if it was brick, if it was an offsuit 4, he definitely pays me off for the ace. But he was probably scared of the club as well. So yeah, not a great river. So tight reg opens under the gun to 20, and it folds around to me in the big blind. And I look down at pocket eights. Definitely against him, I'm just gonna call. So I do that, and we go to a flop of 7-5-4 rainbow. But I know this guy is really tight, especially opening under the gun. So I check it over to him, and he bets 25. I probably could raise here, but I do just call. And we go to a turn, which is a 7. This is a great card for me. I know he doesn't have a 7, and I know he's going to be scared that I have a 7. So I check it over to him, and he does check back. River is a board pairing 5. Any 7 is a full house now. We have the strong 2 pair, and I decided to bet here 35. I think he may just call the 35, but I definitely know I'm not getting raised. So I'm pretty much naming my price here, and he does call. I show him the 8s, and they're no good. He has pocket jack. Under the gun, who's a tight pro, he opens to 15, and I look down at ace queen. I'm just not comfortable 3-betting this hand against this player, so I just call. And then the button, who's a reg, he 3-bets to 50 while ordering a Perrier. It just looks so strong to me. And then the big blind cold calls the 50. And then when the under the gun pro folds, I actually think I'm getting a really good price here, especially closing the action. I mean, I'm probably behind, but I do call. Flop comes king jack 3. Nothing for us really besides the gut shot. Big blind checks, I check, and the button checks behind, so that's pretty good. And we get a nice turn. We get the ace on the turn. Big blind checks again. I check as well, and the button checks again too. So we go to a river, and the river's a jack. Really bad river for me. Obviously, somebody beats me now with a jack, but now I'm also chopping with any ace. And when the big blind leads for 85, he's saying he has a jack. And I'm not loving it, but then when I look at the button player, he looks like he's about to fold his hand. And that makes my decision a little more interesting. I think I lean towards a call more now because if he wasn't doing that, I think I have to fold because if I put in the call, it gives the button every right to squeeze. And if he squeezes, then I just have to fold my hand. But since it looks like he's going to fold, I think my hand is too strong to fold, so I do call. Button does fold, and the big blind says I'm good. So I table my hand, and we are good, and we win the nice pot. I look down at 7-3 of hearts, and here's why I open it. Because the guy in the big blind is an absolute whale, and I want to play pots against him. So it folds around to him. I know he's going to call. And we go to a flop of queen 7 deuce, all clubs. He checks to me, whatever, I just check back. River's a 6 of diamonds, and he leads into me for $20. I really just think my 7 is good here, so I call the 20. And the river's a 3 of diamonds, so I actually back my way into a nice little 2 pair here, which is the nuts against this whale. And he leads for 20 on the river. So, of course, I'm going to raise here, and I do raise to 75. And he quickly calls, but since he didn't raise, I know I'm good. I table my 2 pair, and it is good. The biggest fish of all time, who I was talking about from last hand, he limps for 5. And the button, who's a pro, makes it 20. I'm very comfortable playing post, though, so I call. And the big blind 3 bets to 80, and I know it's so strong. And, I mean, it just makes no sense. It's so strange. He limps for 5 and then snap calls the $80 3 bet. It just makes no sense. Button folds. Now it's to me. I close the action. I'm definitely getting a good price here. So I call. We go 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes out pretty good, I'd say. Jack 3-4 rainbow. I check it over to the big blind, and he bets 100. I'm sitting here with the stone colds. This guy's betting 100. Now it's to the fish. Fish goes all in. It's a shame that he has less. He's all in for 90, but nonetheless, I'll take it. Actions to me now. Now, what do I do here? So, in the moment, I think I just have to call. So I do call, and we go to a turn, which is an offsuit 10. I check it over to him again, and he bets 100 again. Now, I'm not loving this turn, and I'll tell you why. It's because if he has an overpair and I raise here, it just looks like I have Jack 10. If it was another brick and I raise and he has a good hand, like, you know, I don't see how he could fold an overpair. But at this point, I do have to get some chips in the middle, so I raise to 250. He thinks about it, and he somehow folds aces. So overall, we're in the game for 1,400. We're out for 1,300. We battled a lot. We made a nice comeback. But at the end of the day, I'm not happy with how I played. I definitely left a ton of money on the table with the Jack's hand. And yeah, overall, I feel like I missed on a lot of value. Made some bad calls as well. Definitely opened way too wide. But sometimes I just do that. So whatever, we're in there. We battled. We'll be back.